Earlier in the week, the Dolphins re-signed Stephon Anthony as well as Tony Lippett to 2-year deals. And this week, in Week 7, they're going to be taking on the Detroit Lions. Kenyon Drake, fresh off his injury. This will be his first game back. Devontae Parker gets the spotlight, had 5 catches for 105 yards last week and 2 touchdowns. Matthew Stafford, QB1 of the Detroit Lions, just over 1,000 yards, 5 TDs, 5 INTs on the year for him. Start things off with Detroit. Play action from Stafford, rolls out to his right, fires a strike to the tight end Luke Wilson for the first down. 2nd and 2 on the next set of downs. To the outside goes LeGarrette Blount, picks up the first into Miami territory. 2nd and 13 now for the Lions. Stafford hooks up with Marvin Jones, sheds 2 tacklers, stays on his feet somehow, and then goes into the end zone. Touchdown Lions, they strike first, 7-0 lead for them. Now it's time for Tannehill 2.0 and the Finns to take the field. 1,500 yards, 8 TDs, and 4 INTs for Tannehill on the season. Drops back, finds Devontae Parker on a post over the middle. First down Dolphins. Now down to the 27 in Detroit territory. Hand off to Kalen Ballage. Sheds a few tacklers. He would get taken down just a yard short of the first down marker. They would eventually get the first though. And then on the 10, it's going to be a handoff. Kenyon Drake jukes in and out of blocks and defenders and then gets into the end zone. He's back, his first game back. He gets into the end zone to tie the game up at 7 here in the first quarter. Detroit back on offense. Matthew Stafford, play action to Blount. Over the middle has Golden Tate. First down and into Miami territory. Very next play, Stafford over the middle yet again. This time he's picked off by Stephon Anthony, the former Clemson Tiger, and the Dolphins are going the other way with it. Anthony fresh off his 2-year extension, and the Dolphins are back on offense. Roll out to the right for Tannehill. As he's being hit, finds Devontae Parker on the comeback for the first down. 2nd and 5 now for the Dolphins. And it's going to be Kenny Stills on a curl. So 3rd and 4 now inside the red zone. Tannehill in the pocket over the middle. Finds Albert Wilson, but he drops it. And then it's 4th and 4. They decide to go for it, and it pays off as they get the touchdown. Mike Gesicki into the end zone. 14-7 is the lead now for the Dolphins. We move on to the second quarter. Detroit with the ball. 3rd and 5. Here comes the pressure. Stafford forced the rollout. Finds Golden Tate, but he is hit as he catches it, and it's going to be a drop. So the Dolphins are back on offense, which they would proceed to hand right off to Kalen Ballage, and he is going 90, count 'em, 90 yards to the house. Huge run for the best running back in the AFC East, and it's now a 21-7 lead for the Dolphins. Later on in the second, the Lions are now on offense. Stafford in the pocket, finds a wide-open Galladay for the first down. And then on that play, Cameron Wake was hurt. It turned out it would be a shoulder tear, so he'll be out for the next few weeks. William Hayes is going to be getting much more time in the defense. So later on in the drive, inside the red zone now, Stafford finds Golden Tate somehow in double coverage, and he gets the touchdown. It's now a 21-14 game lead, cut down to only 1 score. 4:32 left in the second, and Tannehill throws the ball right to Lawson. He's going to return this one into Miami territory as he's finally taken down the 24-yard line. So the Lions are on offense now, 3rd and 10. Stafford in the pocket, finds Tate with the diving catch. 1st and goal now for Detroit, and Stafford has a wide open Luke Wilson into the end zone. The ball game is all tied up at 21 now. And we're going to pick things up later in the quarter with the Dolphins. Kalen Ballage getting another handoff, juking at a guy, shedding a couple tacklers, and then using his speed to outrun everybody else. Another huge run for the Arizona State Sun Devil. 65 yards to the house. 28-21 Dolphins is the lead. Dolphins now on defense, Lions on offense. Stafford tries to find Wilson on 3rd down, but he drops it. So then the Dolphins are back on offense, 3rd and 15. Tannehill just airing this one out to Kenny Stills with a beautiful throw right into his stride as he's running into the end zone. Kenny Stills, 60-yard touchdown reception. 35-21 is the lead at halftime as they take that extended lead. Heading into the second half, and in the second half, Tannehill's rolling out to his right. He is sacked, fumbles on the play, and the Lions recover. They immediately get the ball inside Miami territory. but they would have to settle for a field goal from inside the red zone. 35-24 is the score now. Dolphins on offense. Tannehill play action out of the pistol. Rolling out to his right, finds Mike Gesicki coming across the middle. He's going to pick up a few yards after the catch. Finally pushed at the 24. They would not go much farther. The Dolphins settle for a field goal themselves. 38-24 is the score. Lions on offense now. Stafford finds Golladay on the screen. He's going to pick up the first down, but then BAM! He is laid out by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Fumble, and then also picked up by Fitzpatrick. But on a review, they say it was, for whatever reason, out of bounds, even though it very clearly wasn't. And it's still Lions ball. They would settle for a field goal. 38-27 is the score. On to the fourth quarter now. 8 minutes left. Dolphins on offense. Tannehill over the middle has Mike Gesicki down to the 9. They would settle for another field goal. 41-27 is the score now. And then on the ensuing kickoff, Theo Reddick is laid out by the Penn State Nittany Lion, Mike Hull, and it's picked up on the fumble by the Dolphins. They would kick another field goal as they would not be able to get into the end zone. 44-27, late fourth quarter now. Lions on offense. Stafford finds Riddick in the passing game, and he's going to get into the end zone. Finally, the Lions find the end zone yet again. 44-34 is the score for the Dolphins, now in the lead. Less than a minute left, and then Tannehill shedding a incoming pass rusher, and then finding Kenny Stills, who has nobody within 20 yards of him, in the end zone for a second touchdown of the day. 51-34 is the score, and that is your final in this one, as the Miami Dolphins come away with the win over the Detroit Lions in pretty much a shootout here in Miami. Tannehill with a great day, completed 16 out of his 22 passes, that's 72%, 324 yards, 3 touchdowns, but he did throw that one pick. Kenyon Drake in his first game back, 19 carries, 60 yards, that's 3.1 yards per carry, and a touchdown. Kalen Ballage, 14 carries, 188 yards for the Arizona State Sun Devil, and 2 touchdowns. Mike Gesicki, 100 yards through the passing game with 5 receptions and a touchdown. Kenny Stills, 5 receptions, 100-plus yards, and 2 touchdowns in the passing game. But it was not all good news, as Cameron Wake did go down with an injury. It is a shoulder tear. He will be out for the next 4 weeks. So William Hayes getting a much more elevated role, as well as Charles Harris in the pass rush and D-line game for the next few weeks. And with that being said, don't forget to tune in next time here as the Dolphins take on the Texans in Week 8, led by the Joe Webb at quarterback, as Deshaun Watson is hurt. I've been your host, Jersey Born, aka the King of Boston, and I'm saying goodbye.